Okay, good morning, PE6 students. Today is our weekly instructional launch. It's week 19, so I'm going to share my screen. And the first thing I want to go over is I'm going to go back to our actual class. So when we sign in initially to our class, we always, it brings us to our home screen. So what I've done is I now have added a module, and the module will house all our weekly instructional lessons. I found last semester what we were doing is we were embedding the lessons right in with our assignments, and it was very confusing to many on, do we have to do the will, do we have to do the assignment, do we have to do both? So this way, I'm going to separate the weekly instructional lessons away from the assignments, but you do know that you will have a weekly instructional lesson to do weekly, and you will have an assignment due weekly. So, and I should say there might be one assignment you have 2 weeks to work on, but that all, you can look at your assignment list to determine when each assignment is due. But the point of this is that your weekly instructional lessons will now be separated from your actual assignment lessons. Okay? So, that's the big change I'm making. The other change is I will be sending out the video recording of our launch through our Hangouts. So I want to make sure each of you accept an invite to the Hangout if you haven't already. That's very important to do because this is how I will make sure I send important information about the class to each of you. The other place I will locate the link, if we click on so we have our week 19 weekly instructional lesson that's due for this week, and the lesson we're working on is getting to your goals. So our weekly instructional lesson will talk about getting to your goals. So we'll click here, we always make a copy. Wait till it loads. Okay, so when I have the videos and the launch videos completed, I will put a link right above our learning targets. So you will be able to access the recording in several different ways. All right, so let me reiterate again. So you will be working on our lesson of 4.02, and you will be working on learning how to get to our goals. So our 60 lesson, it will provide more information to help you learn to get to your goals. But what I did is I wanted to make sure we design our fitness goals using the SMART tool. And if you remember, we've learned this in our Connect She lesson. So we have to remember that our goal needs to be very specific. It needs to be measurable, something we can measure and we can see our progress. It needs to be attainable, which means we have to make sure that we can reach that fitness goal. We can't make, a fitness goal that I'm going to be an Olympic gymnast in 3 years if you've never taken a gymnastics lesson. So it has to be something attainable. It needs to be relevant. And we've discussed more on how a goal is relevant. And it needs to be timely. So you need to make sure that you put a time that you think you can complete the SMART goal. If you click on this picture, you will, there's a little bit of it's very small now, but you can click on it and it will just kind of go over if you need a reminder on, what each letter in the acronym of SMART stands for. Okay, so we're going to work through our explore. We're going to watch, read, do. This will prepare us to learn more about how to design a SMART fitness goal. In the explain section, remember, this is where you will actually do some work. So the question is, after working through the explore section, think about how using a SMART fitness goal could be more beneficial and help you meet your fitness goals. So how could a SMART fitness goal help you, as opposed to saying, I'm going to lose 15 pounds in 1 month. Well, yeah, that's a goal, but does that really tell us how you're going to do it? Is it specific? Is it measurable? Is it attainable? Is it relevant? Did you put the time? I think you did put the time with that. So we want to remember you can submit your written assignment right in the box. Um, then you'll evaluate. You want to take the quiz, and the quiz is mostly just to check your learning on our lesson. And then the elaborate section, of course, you will do some type of assignment. So this assignment is practice writing one fitness goal using the SMART method. Use this fitness goal as your goal for Module 4 activity log. Okay, so that's pretty easy, not too bad. So you're just going to write one goal, and we're only going to do one goal right now because I really want to practice using the SMART method. So just take your time. It's your own personal goal. Think it through and think how you want to be able to reach your fitness goal. Okay, and then you will choose in the self-assessment, choose one of the answers, responses about your learning, and then make sure you always answer the reflection question. So that's pretty much it for this week. I know I went a little long because I wanted to make sure you guys all understood where you will find our weekly instructional lessons that are due each week, and as well as the lessons. So it's two separate things. Okay, if you have any questions, reach out to me and have a great week.